Hi, Constance. Welcome to Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. I know we wanted to talk today about our Hometown Heroes program. Can you tell me a little bit about the program?
Yes. Well, Hometown Heroes is a program where initially it started off during COVID for first responders, being teachers, doctors, nurses, firemen, police, in order to get down payment assistance to purchase their home as a first-time home buyer. It had a maximum of $25,000 that you could get in down payment assistance. Since then, fast forward, Governor DeSantis has granted where first-time home buyers, you do not have to be a first responder. It's open to everyone that lives and works in the state of Florida to take advantage of down payment assistance in order to purchase their first home. With that being said, first-time home buyers are basically categorized as someone that has not bought or sold a home in the last 3 years. And you do have to have a minimum of 640 credit score. And they're giving a minimum of 10, regardless of the purchase price, a minimum of 10 with a maximum of 35,000 today.
If I work in construction and I live in the state of Florida and I have a 700 credit score, am I qualified for the Hometown Heroes program?
Yes, you are.
Is there anybody who's not qualified for the Hometown Heroes program that lives in the state of Florida?
Retirees are not qualified because you're not considered working. Even if you have not owned a home in the last 3 years or bought or sold a home in the last 3 years, you are not qualified because you're a retiree, unless you're a retiree that's working a minimum of 35 hours a week. And that doesn't matter whether it's 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs.
Okay, so say I'm a construction worker and I've been renting all my life and I don't really have any savings. Does that matter?
Well, it preferably you need, if you had to go and rent, you would need first, last, and security to rent. So if you have at least first, last, and security, based upon what you're qualified for, we could always get seller's contribution, for example, towards the closing costs, or down payment assistance can be used either towards closing costs or down payment. If you have family members that want to give you a gift, you can get a gift and put it all together. So it just depends upon where you are when you are pre-qualified for the program.
So it is possible that I don't need to bring money to the table for a down payment if I want to take advantage of the Hometown Heroes program, correct?
Yes, you can take advantage of the Hometown Heroes program, whether you have cash or minimal cash. Usually, if you have first, last, and security deposit, that's what you'd need to rent a property. So
okay, so say I am qualified for the Hometown Heroes program. I heard about it from you. I'm so excited to take advantage of it. What's my first step?
Well, your first step is to call me, 561-601-2622. And then we can sit down and talk about where you are and get you pre-qualified so that we can see based upon what cash, if you have any, or if you don't, what you're going to need in order to start searching for your new home.
So that means working with our lender, Allison, and Allison will help pre-qualify, yes?
Yes.
So why is Allison so awesome?
Yes, because she does everything.
Allison is so awesome because she's really good at getting back to people and following up and making sure that she has all the documentation needed so that you qualify. And if something comes back and says that you don't qualify, she can maybe figure out what's going wrong in the paperwork so that she can resubmit the paperwork and make sure that you really do qualify.
And there are other down payment assistance programs that maybe you might qualify for. Hometown Heroes is not the only one. Hometown Heroes is not the only program. There are other grants, there are other types of down payment assistance programs. So if that particular program doesn't work for you, we can find something else that will work for you.
You seem really, really knowledgeable about down payment assistance programs. It's a little bit of a tongue twister.
Yes.
Have you ever worked with customers before and helped
Yes.
them?
I have worked with several buyers that have used not even the Hometown Heroes program, in the sense that it's newly revised come July 1st, but coming on July 1st and before, I have put first-time buyers using down payment assistance, where in some instances they came to the closing table with $5,000, $6,000. It just depends upon what we can find, what the seller is willing to give us back, et cetera, and then we can move forward. I try and make it a win-win situation.
So my favorite thing about dealing with a Hometown Heroes program or a down payment assistance program like that is typically the customers that we're dealing with, they never actually envisioned that they would own a home before.
That's
It's
correct.
like that American dream that they just never thought possible. And here you are, Constant, showing them how it's possible.
Yeah. A lot of first-time home buyers, I mean, when I tell them that there's assistance programs out there, they're like, oh, I didn't know. And I mean, you're talking right now, I'm working with a buyer that's paying $3,700 a month in rent.
That's crazy.
And maybe she doesn't have all the monies to close on a property, but she has a very good paying job. She has 700 credit score. And I'm like, why aren't you in your own home?
So with the down payment assistance program through Hometown Heroes, how much money can she expect to get from the Florida government?
Well, she gets a minimum of 10 with a maximum up to 35,000, depending on what she qualifies for.
Wow, incredible.
But a minimum of 10. It doesn't matter what you're buying. Once you have the credit score, meet the debt to income ratios, et cetera, you will get a minimum of $10,000.
Okay, big question for the Hometown Heroes program. Big question. When do we have to pay that money back?
You pay it if you sell the property back. If you sell the property in 6 months, a year, you have to pay whatever that down payment assistance that you got. But it's all 0% interest and you pay nothing on it. If you kept it for 30 years, then you pay nothing for it. It just disappears with the rest of the mortgage. Or if you sell it, then it has to come out of the proceeds, but there's no interest charged on it and you don't have to pay for it monthly.
Wow.
It's free money.
It's amazing free money. It sounds like
Yeah.
a really good program. I can't imagine why anybody would not go with it. But the question is since pretty much every real estate agent in the state of Florida has access to the Hometown Heroes program, why would somebody choose to work with you at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty?
Because it's my mission in life to help as many first-time buyers as possible. I remember when I was a first-time buyer, I had no help whatsoever. I had to figure out everything. I had to borrow the down payment. I had to do all I wanted to buy. I was determined to buy my first home. So whatever I had to do, I did it. But today there's free money. I wish I was, in that position. I'm a first-time home buyer with free money to help me. Yeah, we'll make it happen. And
Absolutely.
here at Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, I mean, we're a one-stop shop and we can help you with anything that you need to sort out in order to get you in your first home.
Right. And the biggest reason why people should use Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty is because we guarantee that they're satisfied with the purchase of the home. Because
That's
what happens if they're not satisfied with the purchase of their home? Well, guess what? Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty will buy it back or sell it for free after 24 months. So I think that's kind of a win-win, don't you think?
Exactly. And, I find that my first time home buyers, we develop a long-term relationship. So whether you sell it back in 2 years, or right now I have a seller that's been in their home for 4 years, and due to family reasons, they want to sell. Guess who they call? They call Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, because guess what? I helped her to accomplish something that she didn't even think was possible. So guess what? She's calling me now and saying, hey, you know, I need to sell my home. I gotta go help a family member with an illness. And, you know, so I'm here. I'm still here, and I'm helping her to do that.
Not only that, we guarantee we'll sell the home or we'll buy it. So it's a
That's
pretty good
correct.
insurance policy for her.
That's correct.
All right, Constance. Well, thank you so much for bringing Hometown Heroes out to us and teaching us all about it. Is there any last words that you want to say to anybody?
Well, listen, it's the American dream. And if this opportunity is on the table, I'm encouraging as many people that, you know, will meet the basic criteria of having a job, working 35 hours, or been in business for a minimum of 2 years, and, you know, have anything above a 640. Even if your credit score is slightly below 640, we can help get you up there. But take advantage of it. It's like, you know, like I said, this previous buyer that's selling her home, she's walking away with $90,000 in equity in 4 years.
Awesome.
Why not?
Why not? All right, everyone. So for more information about Hometown Heroes program, you can reach out to Constance at 561-601-2622. Call or text anytime. And remember, at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we guarantee to sell your home or we'll buy it. Thanks, Constance.
Exactly.
Have a great day,
Awesome. Thank you,
everyone.
Josie.
Bye.
Have a great afternoon.